I wrote it. I sent it. We're good. Hello, hi, and wait. The windows.
Oh, no.
I mean, I guess the lighting's fine.
I do think the lighting is fine.
Yeah, as long as, like, no shadows come, in which case, like, we're going to get, silted.
Do you want me to open the window?
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Probably. Okay. Hello, hi, and welcome, peoples, persons, and background characters, to another episode of Spinning Tales, a podcast, maybe. A place where we all acknowledge that we are amalgamations of stories still being told and do our very best to draw out the storyteller in each of us. I am your host, Jes, and I'm joined by your other host, Brit. I did that very straightforward.
Yes.
I was getting through it without pausing and stopping. I was like, oh, let's see if we can just straight man this all the way through. Though there was one part at the very end where it felt very like after school special or something, or weird old timey announcer.
Yeah.
In each of us. Like it felt very 60 minutes.
I don't know what I started doing. I felt the need to pantomime.
That's fine.
The things that were going on. And I will watch it back and
we'll see
how I did.
I will just have the camera on you while my voice is going the whole time. If that's the first episode anyone sees, they're going to be like, they edited this very poorly. Yes. Yes, they did. I also, unrelated, I also realized, I was like, you're really good about making sure you have socks on. And I had complained about that before. Make sure you have socks. I don't ever, almost ever. I'm like, I'll cut it out mostly.
Oh.
There's actually socks sitting right there.
There are.
I'm not going to get up.
I see them. Do you want me to get up?
No. Then we have to move our mics, unmove our mics.
No, you stay still. I'll put a sock on you. Like a pepper. Like a pepper.
So what media have you been listening to?
I've been learning about motherhood.
Oh.
And the art of putting on top. Not at all.
Oh yeah, I was about to make a joke. Be like, you're gonna tell the end. I was like, we're not joking.
Yeah. Okay. Not important here. My boobs have been so heavy. And I'm like, is this pregnancy?
No, this is where you carry the weight of the world.
Anyway, my body feels strange.
Is it pregnancy?
It shouldn't be.
Okay.
I'm on birth control.
Yeah.
But, things happen. And then I'm worried about those. Like, because people be on birth control.
That's true.
They think they can't get pregnant. They get told they're never going to get pregnant. They get their uteruses taken out. And then somehow end up pregnant anyway.
And the lining. Yeah, that's awful. I will say, I was listening to a podcast the other day. And one of the podcasters is Catholic, but also just like really jokey. And they were talking about a couple who was, because it's a Reddit podcast, that were like, the woman was like, I'm on birth control. He used condoms. I'm somehow pregnant, and I don't know how this has happened, right? And and he goes, that's because the only 100% is abstinence. And then his co-host goes like, what about Mary? He's like, there is no way to prevent.
There's no way.
And I was like, that's so funny.
Yeah. I'm genuinely anxious about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, not in a bad way. Just as a low grade, I'm afraid of pregnancy.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of it just happening to me.
Yeah.
And I think if the Lord was going to do me a favor, he would just let me get pregnant and not have me know until the end.
A cryptic pregnancy.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But then I had the thought, I was like, yeah, I think I'd like a cryptic pregnancy. But then I'm like, I drink alcohol sometimes. What if I'm messing up my baby? And so since I had that thought, I've just had a little bit of a low burning anxiety about, am I pregnant?
That's fair.
No, I'm not pregnant. Should I go out and buy a pregnancy test?
Always keep some at home just in case, just for your fancy.
I actually do have one.
Nah, yep, that's
I bought it in a 3-pack, and every once in a while,
just a check.
So I've got one more. Oh, that's not the media I've been intaking. Okay, the media I've been intaking. I finished book 8 of Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes.
I am unwell. I am unwell.
I don't want to know about your unwellness as I have not yet started book 5.
I will. You just finished book 4, so I will not tell you about it.
Book 4 was hard.
But I am unwell, not even because of necessarily the things that happened in the book, but because of the fact that book 9 is not out yet.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. I have also, so like, I went through Dungeon Crawler Crawl like my life depended on it. And now that is over, it actually has freed me up to start listening to Midnight Burger. And now I'm flowing through that like my life depended on. Literally, we get to the names, and I do enjoy the names. And for the first couple episodes, I was like listening through. I'm on season 5 of Midnight Burger. And I was like listening to the names, and I was like, Joe is having such a good time.
He is having
He's just having such a good time.
Yeah.
And it has spiraled out of control.
Out of control.
There's a war happening.
In the names.
And it just is getting a story, and different people will create new usernames saying like, hey, we donate this to help with the war effort, or I'm making stuff up, but it's just wild. And so at first I was listening to that, but then I'm like, no, I really need to know what's going on. Shut up, Joe.
It's next.
And I just have to skip to the next one. Anyway, that's the media I've been intaking.
It's great media.
It's been just ruining my life.
I
don't want to do anything else.
Improving your life.
My husband's like, hey, come to bed. And I'm like, why don't you love me? Why won't you let me indulge?
Can we sleep separately tonight? And by sleep separately, I mean you sleep.
And me not sleep at all. Go to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. He won't let me do that.
That's a nice husband.
So, you know what's funny? Is he like won't let me do that, meaning he'll just also stay up. And he'll be like, oh, she's not going to bed yet. I guess I'll do more of whatever. And then we're both tired and miserable the next day. And so one of us has to be like, stop.
Just stop it. We need to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, what media have you been intaking?
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes.
Nonstop. Yes. I don't know that I've said this on the podcast, but my hugest failing is debauchery. And I don't allow myself to, if I know I'm going to love a thing, I don't allow myself to start or put myself in it until I have the space, because I will devour like a black hole anything that I enjoy. And so I've been taking my time through Dungeon Crawl Carl.
You finished book 4 in 3 days?
No. I finished it in a day. I started it at 9 p.m. on Monday, and I finished it at 9 p.m. on Tuesday.
Never mind. Never mind.
It was, but like in my defense, it was only like 600 pages. Like, it was only like 600.
Only 600?
It was only 600 pages.
Only 600 pages in a day.
I did other stuff. I did. I worked. I cleaned my house. I made food. I went grocery shopping.
All while listening to Dungeon Crawler Girl.
I actually didn't, because I can't do that, because I'm making myself read along with it, not just listen to it. My brain, like at one point I was like, you could just listen to it while you're doing it. I was like, no, you're reading it with your eyes, and that's helping me to not be crazy. So that being said, I could have finished that 11-hour book in much sooner. much sooner.
You, if anything, you showed really responsible restraint.
I am so restrainedful.
Yes.
I am full of chains.
And self-control.
I control myself.
Yes. Moderation.
Stop it.
It is.
Leave me alone.
You were like a case study for proper compartmentalization.
Leave me alone.
You are suffering because you're so good at restraint and moderation.
Oh man.
And you were supposed to wait to start book 5 because you're reading it with a person.
She hasn't started book 4.
You were supposed to start book 4 together. And now you have finished it. I
thought she had started it when she was on a long plane ride, and she didn't. And whose fault is that really?
Kids.
So what? I got kids in my tubes. I don't think that's where they hang out.
That is not where they hang out. That's not where they hang out. Anyway, you're a bad person. But we love you for it. And moving on.
Okay. Do you know what we're doing today? You should, because you asked me to do it several times and kept forgetting that you wanted to do it.
I know what we're doing today.
Oh, tell me without looking at anything.
We are doing an episode that we called Prophecies and Chosen Ones. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to do is separately, we're each going to write a prophecy. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then we're going to roll a dice that determines the quality or like different factors about that prophecy. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to write for 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we're going to come back and discuss what our prophecy and how it's going. And we're going to write for another 20 minutes. And we're going to read our stories.
Yes.
Ha! So, for full disclosure, I think this episode was my idea.
You think? Mm-hmm.
And then I said, hey, let's do this episode. And she was like, okay, let's get ready for it. And it was a different format before. And I was like, what is that episode? and she was like, the episode you wanted to do. And I was like, what? I don't know about that. I don't know what you're talking about. And she goes, well, you asked to do it right now. And I was like, well, I don't know what that is. So we recorded something else. And then I was like, oh, wait, no, I do remember that. We should record that. And then we were like, okay, what should we be recording? And I was like, I don't know. And just the weeks went on, and every time she brought it up, I'd be like, I don't know what that is.
Literally every part was her idea. So we actually, was that yesterday we talked or the day before? We like hammered out
yesterday.
We hammered out like what really needs to happen with this. So
and then I changed it again.
Yeah.
I changed it. I was like, instead of doing one podcast, we're going to split it into 3 parts.
Yes.
And today we're going to write the beginning of our story.
Yes.
Whoever our prophecy or chosen one or whatever is going to be at the beginning of their journey.
Yes.
And then we're going to have 2 other episodes. So I made that plan for this plan that I kept forgetting about 2 days ago.
Yes.
Side note. Mm-hmm. I was having this discussion with my husband because I had a plan for career stuff this year.
Yeah.
Right? And then every time I go and I do something else and I get hyper focused on this and like this feels urgent, so I'm doing something else. And I'm like, okay, well, we're doing the plan. He's like, no, this wasn't the plan. It's not what you said at the beginning of the year. And he was like, you keep Darth Vadering the plan. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not Darth Vader. And he goes, yes, because somebody talks to Darth Vader and is like, hey, that's not the deal. And Darth Vader goes, I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. And he's like, that's your whole vibe. Every time we do something.
I love that. But yes.
So as of now, until I decide otherwise, that's our plan for today. And the next 3 episodes. This one and then 2 more. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so that is the plan. So what we're going to do now, just to like pin it down a little further, is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our computers. We're going to give ourselves 5 minutes to come up with a prophecy of some sort.
Also, I have altered the plan. I have 2 prophecy ideas potentially. And so what I will do is I will write them both down, and then you will blindly choose which one is my prophecy.
No, you're only allowed to write 1 prophecy. You thought through your prophecy? Because I had to. I said this over the phone. I was like, I have to think through because I don't think in prophecies and stuff. That is not my go-to when it comes to writing. Where I'm like, I'm not writing blah, blah. And I had to be like, okay, what kind of prophecy? Because I don't know what that means.
I have an idea. I have a couple of ideas.
Yeah.
I don't have the wording of it written yet, but I have a couple of like concepts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna choose. Because there's going to be one that you're going to want to do more anyway. And I'll be like, oh, first one. And you're like, I really was hoping you'd say 2. Just do the one that you want to. Nope, I'm not choosing. This is because you keep altering the plan. You're going to have to deal with the consequences of it. And that's where we are. And that's what happened.
I don't think I like your tone.
That's fine. I altered the plan. All right, let's get our stuff. We just did our prophecies.
Would you like to hear my prophecy?
No, that's not what we were doing.
I would like feedback.
Nope. This is how you put it together. You can always edit your prophecy as you're going.
That doesn't sound like it's allowed.
No, but I mean like if like, oh, that word choice isn't the best word choice. Not like I'm changing the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm locking this in then.
Me too, for better or for worst, mostly for the worst.
Okay.
Okay, so the next thing that we're
Mostly for
doing,
the worst. I'm so curious.
huh?
I'm so curious as to what the worst is going.
Well, the worst could be anything depending on what we roll.
Yes.
So
This is the exciting part.
maybe. So as we said before, as Brit said before, what we're going to do now. Oh, I am way too loud. No, it's fine. Let me just move you back a little bit. Okay, so as Brit said before, we have done our prophecies. We are not going to share with each other or with you what our prophecies are at this point. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to roll a d4, and we are each going to roll a d4 to decide the main characteristic of who our main character is going to be.
No, of the nature of the prophecy.
Of the nature of the prophecy. I don't think that we're going to read them and decide who's right.
Number 1, this prophecy is real, and this hero is meant to take up the mantle. Number 2, the prophecy is real, but this choice of hero was a mistake.
Okay.
Number 3, our chosen one is actually just a bumbling idiot that someone got to take the fall. Which means the prophecy is fake. Right? And number 4, the prophecy is not real. The magic man guiding our hero is insane.
I should have read those again before I wrote my prophecy. Oh well. So this is one of the things where I'm like, if I may have to edit it to keep the heart of what the prophecy is, depending on.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
just in my brain, I was like, okay, I think this is what the
like cheating.
But yeah, okay, maybe I won't do it.
I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you
This
if it's
is
the right
true.
move or not.
So we're gonna roll, and we are each going to roll individually, and we're not going to see each other's rolls. So I'm not going to know which one she landed with, and I'm not going to know, and she's not going to know which one I landed with. And for 20 minutes, we're going to write, and we'll come back and discuss for a short time before hopping back in.
You know what we should do? We should do one of those like reality TV shows where you like leave the room and I tell the camera what it is.
I mean, we can do that, but we're also going to like cut immediately to us talking about it.
Oh, that's true.
They're not going to see us type in.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a plan.
We can do it if you want.
No,
I can leave the room.
I didn't plan that out. Well,
what?
We'll do that at another time.
You didn't call an audible like Darth Vader?
Don't talk to me. Where's your dice?
They're over there. I'll be right back and grab it. Are you excited?
I am. I don't know. Yeah. I am excited.
Yeah.
I am excited. I don't know where this is going to go.
Me neither.
It's so exciting.
And I just can't hide it. All right. Here we go. 20 minutes. We'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Bye.
I see what you mean about needing to change words. Mm-hmm. I needed to add or adjust.
Yeah. I had to do a whole bunch of adjustments.
Oh, a whole bunch?
Sort of. I mean, we still have time. We're still working on this, but like I haven't done it. My mind is mentally so there's very little on the page, which is like not unusual for me. But like I keep going like, how do I make this work with what I rolled? Okay, folks.
Okay.
You are not. Oh gosh, I don't know how this is going to happen. I'm going to have to write some stuff in 20 minutes and then also edit. I'm going to have to write for 10 and then edit because I'm not getting anywhere. You, ma'am, are probably just going to keep writing, aren't you?
There's a lot to write.
Yep. That's going to be fun when you have to edit it again.
There's a lot to write.
Okay. All right. So in this part, because we wanted to make sure we actually had a time for discussion.
Yes.
And Brittany, when we're doing long form, hates to stop for discussion. She often tells me to shut up.
I would like you to stop talking.
Yes. But that's not what this podcast is. So we're going to bring you in the midpoint for a little bit of a 5-minute talk.
The point of the podcast is to talk about the process.
Yes. So
I'm enjoying the process.
So here's the process to help you enjoy. What we're going to do now is we are going to read to each other what our prophecies were that we made, and we're going to also talk about what we rolled so that you guys can have a little bit of an idea as we're going into our next part where you guys will just see what we've written.
Yeah. Okay, read your prophecy to me and then tell me what you wish you had rolled.
Okay. Okay, so my prophecy is too close to my face. Okay, my prophecy I wrote was, when the hush comes, it will not take all, but it will linger. When the question comes, it will persist until it is met with its answer. When the answer comes, it will defeat the hush, but in its place will not be victory.
Oh. Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's intense.
I had plans for that.
You had plans for that.
I had plans for that, and I had forgotten that the roles had to do with the prophecy and not the person.
Well, I mean, it technically is both the prophecy.
Yeah,
and the
it
person,
is, but like...
Oh, no. So what do you wish you had rolled?
I wish I had rolled straight. Just like, oh, give me a number one. Like, everything is correct. So the story I had already started writing in my mind would have been the story that I wrote.
Yeah. I would love to see you separately from this. Just write that story.
I won't, because it's going to have to be dead in the water. I will tell you at the end, after I read what I did write, what I was hoping to write from it, which maybe you won't like that as much as the thing that I was forced to write.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. You did. I got one, the one I wanted.
You did?
No.
I know you didn't, because you weren't talking like it.
I got two.
You got number two?
The prophecy is real, but the person is a mistake.
Oh.
Which... honestly, any other one than that would not have made me have to redo my story.
Really?
Yes.
Why I don't know why this one would have to make you redo it.
Well, when I tell you later,
it'll become clear.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Don't. And I'm really annoyed by how I'm just like, okay, what are we going to do? What are we... and then I'm like, am I excited to write 2 more parts of this? I don't, not yet. So let's give us 20 more minutes to like get through this. Regardless, like we have 2 more episodes to do of this, so I'm going to.
You're stuck with
excited or not.
You're stuck with it.
Okay, read me your prophecy.
Okay. Oh, let me find it. The clouds are not yet seen, but a storm of unrest brews. A time of trouble comes. You will face loss, and you won't be the only one. Blood and tears will be shed until bodies run dry. I will not tell you not to fear. You should be afraid, but do not lose hope. Your child will be the hero who dispatches a great evil. Raise them well, train them and equip them for the role of warrior and leader, and they will guide your people through times of uncertainty.
Dang. Is that what the prophecy is? Well, mine was definitely different. My bad.
Here's the thing. Prophecies are wild, bro. Like, they could be, like, anything.
Short or long, I guess. I was like, that a lot of description. We know what's going on. What's going on? Okay, what did you want? What were you hoping to roll?
I don't know. I don't know. I had that idea, and then I was like, I don't even know if this works, because this isn't the prophecy to the hero. It's the prophecy to the mom. Like, this is the chosen mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I kind of liked it, just the magic man being insane.
Oh, okay.
Being like, hey, because okay, here's the thing. As I wrote that, and like, even as I'm thinking it now, like, the world does kind of lie to you, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, you better give these children gluten-free, dairy-free, organic, whole milk from your own cows. And if you don't do it, they're going to die, or they're going to have diseases, and the world is going to end, and it's going to be your fault because you're a bad mom. Yes. And that's a real thing. You got to be like and then you're like, okay, well, then I can't do dairy. I'm going to do an alternative milk. You can't give that to your children. It's not nutritious enough. It's like everywhere you turn, it's like, how do I be a mom? It's so scary. Yeah. It's so scary. So I feel like number 4 would have been really good.
Yeah, like her wellness guru pushing a bunch of stuff on her.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that would have been really cool, Or the prophecy being real. That's a lot of pressure, but like just being real and like getting through one or 4, I think, would have been really appropriate for this one.
What did you get?
I got number 2.
I was like, oh, well, there's only 2 options now, and we could be doing the same one.
We could be.
That's so interesting.
So it's real. Real trouble's gonna come.
This is not the mom you were looking for.
Yeah.
That's fun,
So
actually.
I think canonically the real mom is like 2 doors down.
I love that. That's hilarious, actually. That's so funny. It was like you needed to go to 9-8 and you went to 6-8. Just one block over.
Yeah. I think that's what happened.
I love that. That's great.
So I think I'm gonna have fun with this.
Yeah. I wish I could have fun.
Yeah. It was unexpected, but it gave me
A lot.
A lot.
You did a lot of writing. Okay. All right. So we're going to hop back in this for another 20 minutes. Do you want to do 25 or is 20 good?
Let's do 25.
Okay.
I think you need that.
Yeah.
And then we will come back. Here's the thing. I think probably what's gonna happen is I'm gonna refine this outside of here.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Which is why you'll go first, reading your very long thing before I read mine.
No.
Yes.
I don't like to go first.
Unfortunately, you tend to ask me a lot more questions, so it's easier to cut you off at the end when we're tired. So, because you like not saying it a bad thing. It's like you have so much that I'm always for me. I'm like, oh, that was really cool. Like I almost want to take notes to be like, I want to come back to that. Oh wait, she said another really cool thing, and then I forget that because ADHD.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I gotta focus and listen. Sometimes I will stop listening to you because like, oh my gosh, I really like that turn of phrase. I really like that turn of phrase and how she said that. And then wait, who'd this character come? Wait, pay attention.
Okay.
I should take notes or read along with you.
You could just read first.
No,
I don't understand. I like it when you go first.
that's just because you like to read to me.
I like to read to you.
You like me to read to you.
I do like you to read to me.
Set the timer at 35 hours.
Oh, geez.
25 degrees.
How was that for you?
25 minutes still wasn't enough.
No.
We did what we did.
We did what we did.
We did what we did.
We did what we do.
I locked in and I was able to make this happen. And then I hit a space in the middle where I was like, oh no, I don't think I could write this. I don't think I could write this story. Oh no. And I said that to you and it's probably here. And I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. So we will give it a shot. I'll read the prophecy again and then I'll go in.
Yeah.
Okay. When the hush comes, it will not take all, but it will linger. When the question comes, it will persist until it is met with its answer. When the answer comes, it will defeat the hush, but in its place will not be victory. And again, my role was the prophecy is real, but the choice of hero was a mistake. And here's the story. It was a children's song that we all grew up knowing. Hush comes quick, not soft or slow. Not all are taken, but most must go. The question comes knocking at the door. It asks and asks and asks twice more. When it comes, the hush is gone. What remains is not all wrong. Change and change and change what lacks. Otherwise, the hush will be back. No one in any generation was unaware of the song, much the same way everyone knew Ring Around the Rosie. Unfortunately, unlike the plague song, no one really knew the origin of this one. It was something repeated on every neighborhood street and schoolyard, at campfires and over grills. Even as adults, we would say the little rhyme to each other, often sung in whispered voices when a friend group was just a little too drunk. This is all to say that everyone knew of the hush, but no one could understand that it was coming. And when it had come, settling over the population, no one knew what was happening. People in the middle of sentences just stopped speaking, even as their mouths were moving. Folks watching movies or listening to music thought there was something wrong with their technology. Parents driving in cars with their children suddenly had the moment of silence they were praying for. It was like a blanket had settled over the earth, and it had smothered away every human voice. I had not noticed a difference, though. Neither had the friend I had been having dinner with. The whole world had stopped speaking, but the two deaf girls continued to share an appetizer plate of gado-gado between them. 2 months later. I wake jarringly at 7:03 a.m. sharp, like I had every day since the middle of last month when the question had started. Always the same question. Always at 7:03 a.m. Always spoken full volume inside my head by a voice I had never heard. I had been born deaf to one deaf parent and one hearing one. It had never been a problem in my household or even most of my extended family. Once I was old enough, my parents had asked if I would be interested in hearing aids or implants, and I had said yes, but quickly rescinded after only a week of being a part of the hearing world. Sounds were horrible. There was something about the sound of people's voices that scratched uncomfortably at my brain, and the sound of wind through trees that made my mind feel dizzy, and the sound of steps on gravel that made my tongue itch. I didn't like it, and my family never forced me to stick with it. So by 9, I had ditched the hearing aids and fell back into lovely, beautiful silence. But now, every morning there was a voice in my head asking a question. The first time I had heard it, I had rolled out of bed screaming and crawled my way out of my room and into my roommate's. I signed frantically to her that there was someone in the apartment, but no one was there. The same thing happened the next 2 days, but I also threw up from the surprise and the sound. The fourth time was different. I was awake, up on a train heading to a meeting when the question rang clearly inside of my mind, and again, I screamed, barely able to hold my stomach this time. But the location is not what made this so different. Everyone turned to look at me. People stared, and then their mouths began to flap at me. Strangers began to stand and crowd around me. I desperately signed to them that I was deaf, that I could not hear them. I pulled out my phone to text the words for them to see. A man suddenly pushed forward, signing. "We heard you," he signed. "We heard you scream." "I don't understand," I signed back. "We heard you. We can hear your voice."
Ah!
"I don't understand," I signed again, shrinking back against the wall. The doors slid open a second later and I fled, even though it wasn't my stop.
Whoa! Whoa! They can all hear her. They can't hear anybody else. The world turns deaf overnight. She starts hearing voices. And then people can hear her. What?
So this is, I will say where I think I'm going with this. And then I'll tell you I'll tell you what I rolled what I wanted, what this was going to be. Okay. And then I'll tell you where I think I'm going to have to take this.
Yeah.
So when I was first thinking about this, I was like, oh, I think it'd be interesting if it was a prophecy, but not a chosen one. If this was for the whole world got silenced and everyone heard a different question in their mind. Oh. And it was in the voice of usually someone they knew. And whatever the question was, it is the hardest thing for you to have to answer to that person. Mm. And you would not be able to regain your voice until you went to that person and you could only say the question out loud and then answer it truthfully.
Ooh.
And then you'd be able to speak again. But that's why at the end of it is like, the hush will be defeated, but in its place will not be victory, because some of these answers
are going to be tough.
They're going to be world shattering in a different way. And I was like, that would be really interesting to be like, everyone is quiet, but slowly people are getting their voices back and some people are happy and excited and moving around, and some people look dour because it has changed everything.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wouldn't that have been such a good story?
My God. I can imagine are you faithful to me? And having to go, and like, if I want to talk again, the answer has to be no. And the answer isn't no. It is, I've never been. It has to be the most true answer. No. Oh no.
And I think I was playing with the idea right now where it was like, where it's like
implications,
where like you could say the question out loud to the person, but if you don't say the most truthful answer, it won't even let you speak. It knows what's like coming through your head. So if it's like, I go to you, Brittany, because we're married in this situation. Like, honey. And we're sitting and we're not talking, and it's very like, and then I turn to you and go, have you ever been faithful to me? And you know that's the question I have to ask. And then I go,
answer it.
you can't say anything. You'd be like, yeah. And then it would like, so if I like then got up and walked away, it doesn't matter. You know what the question is. And you know that whatever I was going to answer.
Not what I want the answer to be. Oh,
wouldn't that have been
snap. That is so good.
That is so good. I really want to, I'm not going to write that story, but I was like, oh, that would have been so good.
I want you to write that story.
Oh, so I can, I'll do it and I'll completely trash all this. And the next time you guys see me, it's.
No. Because this is a different story, but it's just as good. That's epic. That's insane. Why is she the mistake?
So that's why I had to look it up. I was like, the word mistake is like very, I was like, as I was writing, I was like, oh, this is a deaf girl. Mistake is a very strong word. But this is how my brain goes. So in the nursery rhyme, it says, the question comes knocking at the door. It asks and asks and asks twice more. So there are 4 questions. And she gets her question at 7:03 in the morning, which means there's somebody who gets it at 7, at 7:01, at 7:02, and she has the 4th question at 7:03. So there are 4 people in the world that have to answer their separate questions before everyone can get their voice back.
Oh.
Right. She's deaf. She's never spoken out loud. and there's nothing wrong with that. Like she could still like speak. So it's just kind of like, it isn't a mistake, but it is one of those things where it's like what somebody would be like, the right person would have been someone who could speak, who could answer the question clearly, who could da 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 da. And it's just kind of like, because I was like, what? Because that's why I was like, I'm gonna have to change everything around because my idea was like, it has to do with the voice.
Yeah.
And not just like people can't, like any recording of human voice as well. All gone, right? You can't hear me. It wasn't just like
the whole world is deaf.
It wasn't. Yeah, no, it's not the whole world is deaf. It's human voices are gone. I can still hear birds. I can still hear your car coming. I can still hear these. There is just no speaking.
Okay.
So like, my brain was like, if this was a movie, it would be complete. Like it would be dependent on the sound, like the sounds, the ambient sounds.
Yeah.
The thing I was like worried about, and when I was like, I don't know, it was like deaf people. I am not a deaf person. I am not a hard of hearing person. And I was like, I don't know. Like I had to look up. I was like, is there a reason that deaf people cannot have hearing influence? And it was just like, yeah, there's some reason. Sometimes it's psychological, sometimes it's uncomfortable, some people don't want them. And I was like, oh, let's go with the don't want. You know, and then being like, okay, raised in a family that like one of my parents is deaf, at least that half of the family, everybody can, or most people can sign and can't, and we work through you know, and then being like, yeah, I like this, I move through the world because I can, you know, like all these. I was like, okay, great, I have no experience and I don't know what could like be stepping over the line, you know, about like, I'm really writing about something I have no idea. Like, do I have deaf? I actually don't have deaf friends, but
You have a couple, Susan.
Yes, but I wouldn't call her a friend.
Oh.
Not because I don't love her, but like, we don't have a relationship like that, you know? Just like, I was friends with her daughter and I spent a lot of time over there, but like, we don't like, those are my friend's parents, you know?
Okay, yeah.
And so I don't have like, though I do know deaf people, and I don't have a close enough a relationship with the deaf people in my life to be like
make them a sounding board.
Yes. Yeah. Like I'm not going to go up to them and be like, hey, I'm writing something that's going nowhere for my podcast. Can you tell me about your experience?
Yeah. If this was going to go somewhere.
Oh, I would do a lot of research. 100%.
We would talk to.
Yeah.
Somebody, we know people.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was the thing that was like, when I was like, I don't know if I can do this. That's a very real, like concern.
Yeah.
Yeah. But luckily, this is just going to be a 3-parter that I throw away after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How was she chosen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And we don't know who else is chosen. So it's like, and that might be like the middle bit and stuff, like getting to this place. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. Like, would she be able to answer in sign? Would she be able to? I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. So like, mistake. Maybe it depends on what the question is.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be determined by our next part.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Oh. What is the question she's hearing?
I'm not sure.
There are 4 questions.
There are 4 questions.
Is there a theme to the question?
There could possibly be. Look, I went in saying everybody had an individual question, and that would have been easier.
Jessica, you need to shut up. That other story will be written at another time. I demand it.
This is why I told you to go first.
You need to know. You need to answer me. What are the 4 questions?
I don't have them. I don't know.
The other 4 people? Are the other 4 people deaf?
No. I also really like the idea, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to do the other one, and that's why it's going to be like, I don't know how this is going to go. The idea that a prophecy can fit in our like contemporary world with no other like magic or whatever, in the like where you're like, okay, well, what's the question? How do you find the other people? But they're like, oh, we're going on an adventure, so because we have to go and tell the question to the big head over there on the island, and it's like, okay, but how do we do this? Do we just speak it out loud? What do we do, you know?
How do I find the person? Do we get on Facebook?
Like, do the answers need to be spoken in order? Do they need to be spoken at a certain kind of time? Do they need to, and now I'm saying it out loud,
you need to answer it at 7:03.
You need to answer it within the minute that it's asked. I think that's the thing. And then everybody has to answer it in the same day. I think that's what my brain is. So It's like, you have to find everyone. You have to all say them, the answers at the same time, and they have to be the right answer.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot there. I want to know.
I don't.
I know that I'm not going to know right now. I'm going to stop my questions. I know I'm not going to know. I know I'm not going to know.
I told you to go first.
Okay.
I know you best.
So
I literally, guys, I have to edit this.
Shut up. And answer
okay,
my questions.
nope, shut up. You said shut up.
And answer my questions. Only do what I say when it makes me happy. Listen, so these questions have implications for the world at large. The entire world is silent right now. The entire human world is silent right now, right? Shouldn't the questions also, or the answers also be told to everybody? How does that happen? Does everybody have to hear the questions or the answers for it to come into effect? Or is it like a private thing that happens between these 4?
Yeah, between the 4 and the hush.
Is the hush an entity?
We have no idea. And by we, I mean literally everyone. Literally everyone in this current universe has no idea.
Yeah.
This universe of us sitting on this couch, this universe of you listening to it, no idea. Zero idea.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. This is me letting it go. This is me letting it go.
Not her letting it go.
I'm letting it go for now. Because I'm supposed to read mine, and you are gonna make me food.
Oh, am I?
You are. You said you were. You already told me what was on the menu.
I know, but I forgot to get something, so we have to go outside and grab it so I can cook it.
I don't want to go outside.
I know.
It's hot out there.
That's only because you're out there.
I'm not out there right now, and it's hot. I can see it.
No, that's just the sun. Hot. You're looking at your car. You think your car's hot? I'm texting your husband. She likes Lightning McQueen. All right, let's go. I'm reading along with you.
Okay. I will say that I didn't get nearly into the prophecy part the way that you did, and it was all just character building and setup.
Right, because we don't get to the point here on this podcast.
We don't get to the point. What is the point? Okay. Fiona walked into her backyard, and as she pushed open the door, her 2 children pushed past her excitedly. The pain in her lower back and the swelling of her feet told her to go back inside. She wanted to garden. It generally brought her joy. She walked around the small garden, noting the green tomatoes and budding peppers. She paused at the red strawberries and bent to pluck one, but could not reach far enough down. Her rounded belly would not allow her to move freely. Luckily, her eldest Grayson was old enough to be helpful and rambunctious enough to see playing in the dirt as a treat rather than a chore. "Time to harvest the strawberries," she called. Grayson was by her side in a flash, a basket already in hand. Strawberries were his favorite. Small Heather walked the perimeter of the yard, feet stomping, fist balled, and face grumpy. The call for strawberries did not deter her from her unknown mission. Fiona sighed. Heather, while loved dearly by her parents, was a surly child. Would this third be like the first, the second, or would it be another wild card? Fiona lowered herself into her chair, placed specifically in the spot by her husband because it was well shaded and gave her a good view of her hard-earned, beautiful yard and a clear view of the children. The children played and ran around their backyard jungle gym, not at all upset with the heat. Maternity leave was far from a vacation, but she tried to enjoy this time of no actual work. She breathed deeply, enjoying her view. The suburbs were not a good place for bird watching, and it was what Fiona hated most about the move here. She used to see all sorts of birds, and now the most exotic thing she could see was a hummingbird visiting her bird feeder. She looked up at the sky in a search for more birds, sad that she had left her binoculars in the house. A single crow flew over their yard. The children continued to play. A crow flew over their yard in another direction. Was it the same one? Crows were usually social, and there was usually more than one. Fiona was not sure why she cared. Crows did not usually catch her eye. But as she watched the sky, the crow came back and began to circle. Each trip around, it seemed to get closer to the ground, and the circle tightened around her yard. As the bird got closer, she noticed that the crow was odd. Colors shimmered off of the feathers. The bird circled and circled, coming closer and closer, until it landed on the table next to Fiona's chair. The large Technicolor crow had wisps of smoke gently floating from its feathers. It gave a little hop and stared into Fiona's eyes. Fiona stared back into the swirling galaxy that was the gaze of the bird, who seemed to turn its attention to the children, who were still at play. It looked back at Fiona, who sat speechless. She reached for her phone but did not feel it. Where had she left it? What kind of bird was this? As she was kicking herself for losing her phone and not being able to take a picture for proof, the bird began to talk. The voice was deep and ominous. The clouds are not yet seen, but a storm of unrest brews. A time of trouble comes. You will face loss, and you won't be the only one. Blood and tears will be shed until bodies run dry. I will not tell you not to fear. You should be afraid, but do not lose hope. Your child will be the hero who dispatches a great evil. Raise them well, train them, and equip them for the role of warrior and leader, and they will guide your people through times of uncertainty. What? The bird tilted its head and repeated its message, slower this time, as if to make sure she heard every word. How do I do that? She asked. Wow! She heard Grayson shout. Mommy, what kind of bird is that? She turned her head to the boy who was running toward her. She turned her head back to the bird, who was still looking at her. And then it was gone. Fiona finds a piece of paper and writes down what the bird told her. She makes a plan. Private tutors for languages and enrollment in martial arts classes.
Ooh.
Done.
That's a mom that's prepared.
She's like, we're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. My kid. What, my kid? Which kid? Which kid?
Oh yeah, I've got
Which
three
kid?
of them. I've got three of them.
It's a child, singular.
We're pouring all of our money into all of our kids. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh
Not
gosh. Are they gonna end up having to be the sidekick to the,
I don't know.
what's gonna happen to the other kid who, oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
They grew up close together, so they're probably friends.
I don't know.
And that would be funny if it's just like, oh, that's the bully down the street who's the worst.
Yeah, I was also thinking, like, what if, like, the people, because there was a move. This happened as I was writing it. There was a move. The family used to live in the house.
Oh, he came too late.
He came too late.
That's so funny.
And he's like, okay, this house? Oh, I thought there was only going to be one. Well.
Look, I just do. It told me to fly here to say the things. That's what I'm doing.
So I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know if the hero is down the street. I don't know if the hero has moved. I don't know if this one will have a relationship with that one.
I love that. That's so much fun. Like going into it being, because I was like listening to like, oh, this is fun. And then I remembered, wait, this is the wrong mom. Wait, this is, so are you planning to have the story follow the mom or follow the kids? Because this regardless is a prologue, right? So
right.
it's,
and so I'm not sure. I'm thinking the mom, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking the mom.
Okay.
But it might change later.
Yeah.
Right? Like this story is still unwritten. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
I feel like there's a lot you could go with it.
Or the idea of like you do a time skip for 15 years or something, and you're following all 3 kids because they're not sure which one is going to be it, and so you're like, what? And especially if the reader, like you guys know, but if the readers don't know that it was the wrong mom. All the readers being like, oh, the chosen one has to be the middle kid. No. It's definitely the blah, blah.
The responsible one who's happy-go-lucky and loves adventure. No, the surly one. You see how she's already preparing for a great evil. She's guarding the perimeter of the yard, right?
Yeah.
No, the third one is the great hope. Who knows? And here's the thing. I think that's what the mom is going to be thinking.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, she's not just Shirley. She has senses.
She knows.
She knows.
Oh, that would be so hard. Also, she's like, when do I like? She may need a good amount of this anger, but she also needs control. What stuff do we let go? And what stuff don't we? Oh
right,
yeah,
right.
All of that could be fun.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, all of it.
How does it affect her marriage?
So here's the thing. I think the husband's gonna be like, babe, we can chill. Like, stop. We don't need more martial arts classes.
Can we afford them?
I think they can.
Okay.
Afford them, but mom works harder to make sure that they can get the best. Right? Because mom is like, this isn't just private tutors.
Yeah.
Or not just, sorry, this isn't just like a karate class. It's a private tutor.
Yeah.
That gets a little expensive. And it's like, why aren't we going on vacation? This is a hard-earned backyard that you worked for, that you built up. You're not maintaining it. You're not doing the things because, like, all three kids?
All 3. And also, we got snip snap because we're not having a 4th. I can't play that game.
Right. And it's like, honey, we had a goal.
Yeah.
I don't even think they were supposed to have 3. That's expensive.
That is expensive.
So there's a lot that I don't know.
Please tell me it's twins. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Does the twins count as one child? Because it's one pregnancy, and so they could be both? Or is it one of them? And then here's another thing I don't know, is does the mom tell them?
Oh, that's all. I mean,
or is she just forcing them into sports because I say so, because it's good for you, because you're gonna need it later?
Ooh, that's gonna be bad,
right? Because if she tells them,
villain arc,
right? If she tells them, oh, one of us is the chosen one.
Which one, Mom? Which one of us is your favorite?
Which one do you think? And then it's a competition, and kids are already like, who's mom's favorite? Who do you love? Like, all that stuff usually happens.
Yeah,
right? There's gonna be middle child syndrome to the girl who's already surly, right?
She's also, like, I'm the middle child and I'm the only girl. Lots of stuff going on there. Well, actually, I don't know what the last child is.
I don't know either. I might do like a coin toss or something. I was thinking boy, but like. And like this isn't set in stone, boy, but like effeminate, right?
Yeah,
like not typical masculinity.
Yeah, sounds good.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the picture that I had in my head, but I don't know what fits into the story because I don't know the story.
Yeah, me neither, but it's fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. You have so many places that you could go to. Good luck for our second one, because I'm like, yeah, choose the point of view. You could hit all 4 of the point of views if you wanted. Yeah, this is actually, because I'm thinking about some of the like roles for the next one. And I'm like, oh,
this could be bad. This could be bad for our characters.
Our characters?
Yeah, these are our characters.
Your
Anyway, I'm excited for the next one.
Yeah, me too. But I really like yours. It's a lot of fun. I think there's so many things that can go, moving parts. I'm glad that you got that one rather than even though it would have been fun for the magic man is a fool and you don't know what's going on. Yeah. I like that you got this one because it's the same vibe, but it's like, and it can still be funny, but it's way more earnest.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, how far will you go to make sure your kids are all right? And it's just like, I mean, yeah, whether they're superstars or not, whether they're destined for great things or not, like, does that change how you would,
I think it's going to have to be like finding the balance of prepping them for
whatever,
the future, whatever, right? And just loving them.
Yeah.
And allowing them to be human.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if you are trying to make sure that your kid is a hero, do they get to feel human with you? Mm-hmm. And I think that's difficult.
Yeah.
Like, I think it does give the same story as if I had rolled number 4, where it was like just some evil trickster person, right?
Yeah.
Like, the mom, it's the same result for the mom, by the way, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't have to write the scene where the bird is like, you know.
But that also is like so because like I'd be like, okay, well, I'm doing all these things, but a magical bird just spoke to me. Do I need to take them to a shop with her or spell books? Like, what kind of danger? What
This is a woman who lives in the suburbs, like you said, like modern day.
Yeah,
this is a modern day. She's living in the suburbs. She's got her garden just the way that she wants it. She's on maternity leave, thinking about like, what am I gonna do when I get back to work, and what babysitter am I gonna get?
Yeah,
and then it's like a talking bird. I don't even. That's not even a thing in Harry Potter. This is the most magic knowledge that I have. Owls are supposed to fly. Like, you could have delivered me a letter. You spoke to me. What fantasy genre is this?
What do I do?
Do research.
Am I crazy? But no, my kid saw the
kid saw the bird.
Yeah.
The kid saw the bird. The kid did not hear the bird talk.
Correct.
But it did see the bird, and it saw the bird disappear.
Yeah.
So the mom can think, I'm not crazy.
The kid also is like, where'd Birdie go? Mom.
Go. I thought we had a new pet. I wanted to write a scene where Grayson was like, oh yeah, can we keep it? And Heather being like, we don't have room for another pet, mother. Like just something like grumpy, no business, no fun, all business.
We already have a pet in your stomach.
Yeah. We are already getting one new creature. We don't need another one.
Facts. But yeah, I'm excited to see where yours goes. You have so much wiggle room to room and wiggle. So I'm excited to see what happens.
I'm excited to see where yours goes.
I'm not. But that is it for today, characters.
Thanks for joining us. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was less stressful. I'm glad we got 2 sessions so that I could edit to like clean it up. Otherwise, it would have been a jumbled mess.
Yeah. If you have suggestions for what should happen, leave it in the comments. Even though we'll probably already have the next one written by the time we get here. So never mind. You can put your hopes, put your predictions, and we'll see if you're right.
Yes, and completely ignore you. And let me know if you want me to completely trash this one and write the other one. But unfortunately, I'll probably have already written this one, so your vote means nothing.
It does. We can bully her.
No, I'm not writing.
Really bully her into anything.
You really can. And I was like, I've already exhausted this, so I'm not going to do it again. Like, but what would happen if the hush covered everything, which would again have been really cool. Okay, we're heading out now. We'll talk about that off camera. Bye bye.